Alrighty, hey guys. This video is sponsored by my freaking college homework. Because reasons. So basically, I need to make a video, and I also need to do my homework, which is due in 2.5 hours. So, 2 birds in 1 stone. Let's do this. So, this video, I kind of want to talk about college classes. Not any college class. Imagination and visual literacy class. Now, okay, this class sounds weird, and believe me, it is. I'm not entirely sure what the end goal is. So, imagination, obviously, attunes to literally what it says, your imagination. So basically what we do in this class is work out our imaginations. So I've had this class 8 times already. So eight days, yeah, okay, yeah. So I've had this class for a while, and frankly, we haven't really been doing a lot in it. I told you I'm gonna be doing my homework, so hush. So in this class, it's been kind of unique, and it's kind of great, but as you can tell, I'm using the word kind of because it needs to be used. So the first day we did a little exercise on animating a teapot and a teacup doing things that a teapot and a teacup shouldn't be doing. And it was fun. So we were, making panels of it, and I didn't exactly realize that this thing was supposed to take you 2 hours to do. So my little panel took 6 little shots, and that was it. Everybody else had like 12. And so I was like, okay, great. And even then, everybody's was a lot better than mine. So, yeah, reasons. Okay, don't get me wrong. The professor's a great guy. He is, really cool. He's obviously very passionate about the subject. However, I don't necessarily agree with the whole college professor method of just telling you an assignment and not exactly showing you or giving you any help. And in an art class, how in the heck can you? Because frankly, in an art class, the only way for the professor to show you how to do it is for them to actually do it for you. I'm not resorting to that. It's a little frustrating and a little difficult. Because believe me, I need help. I feel like a lot of art classes don't necessarily teach you a lot. I'm a person who learns by watching somebody else do something. And I know that may sound funky, but it's the truth. I do really well when I see somebody actually presenting and doing a demo, so that way I have some sort of general idea as to, one, how everything is supposed to do, because that's kind of how this entire system works. Because it's you're not exactly making something for yourself, you're making something so that the professor says, okay, you got a good grade. In an art class, that can prove to be very difficult. And my lion looks terrible. So I'm going to make him one course. Yay! Reasons. So I find it would be really, really helpful if my teacher wouldn't just leave us to our own devices. Alright, so my teacher has us doing this assignment where it's the lion and mouse fable. Basically, the lion spares the mouse comes back to help him out. But this fable's a little different. It's pretty much the exact same thing, though. When he says we need to interpret that story into whatever we want. So I interpreted it as this giant lion businesswoman and this small little inventor mouse working together to create something amazing, even though I wanted to do a crazy psychopath who ends up killing the mouse later, but that didn't work out too well. He kind of said no, and so I had to go with the businessy lady idea. And so that's what I've been working on. However, he said we can render it any way we want. Well, that's really open for interpretation. I do oil paints, graphite, and charcoal. That's all I'm kind of good at. And I say kind of very loosely. And so it's a little frustrating because I wish he would have provided an example instead of just showing us his finished work of how he can go in and work on things. And I really hate having to resort to YouTube all the time to learn how to do stuff when I'm in freaking college and it should be helping me when it's not. It's unbelievably frustrating, believe me. And look, You can sit here and fight me all day about it, saying how it's my fault, how I need to practice and all of this, but at the same time, I've been in college for 4 years, and I feel like I haven't gotten any better as to when I left high school. Hang on. Alright, she's got a black eye. Cool. So believe me when I say a lot of this just gets really frustrating. I don't know, I just feel like the classes are too broad. And with art, I can understand it gets really difficult. And I probably should just go to an art school, but who in the hell can afford that? Not me. I'm surviving off of grants, scholarships, and a small part-time job. An even smaller part-time job because my schedule is crazy and I can't get the hours I need. And if I did, I'd be at work right now and this assignment would not get done. So fun stuff. It's cheap paint, I don't give a damn. And it's acrylic. Dries too fast and it gets all gunky and mushy and nasty. I don't know if anybody else has the same problem that I do, but I need to see it to do it. And I understand because, you know, you can't do that because then you won't have your own style and all that stuff, but I need something to go off of. I can't just be this poor little astronaut sitting out here in space going, something random will hit me once in a while as, you know, everybody's telling me how to float, and it's like, I know exactly how to float because I'm stuck here. I just need something to bump me in the right direction. And nothing's happening. So, yay. And it's really difficult because I feel like I've kind of lost the fun in art. And don't get me wrong, sometimes I get it back, sometimes not. But it's just difficult. But in case you didn't know, I literally grew up under a rock when it comes to art stuff. I grew up in an area where we literally only had one art class our entire elementary school years. Middle school, I maybe had 2. And then in high school, yeah, that's like non-existent. So a lot of this stuff, you kind of have to just do it yourself. And that's not really how I learn. Because, hey, I would really like to do all this fun stuff, but I don't have the resources and or the support to do it. I don't want to sit here and complain that my life was hard, but I just feel at a very significant disadvantage and I'm not at the level I should be here in college. And it makes everything really embarrassing, really humiliating. I want to be where the artists are, and it's not happening. My first interaction with Photoshop was 2 years ago. And even then, it was just photo editing. I never learned how to paint or to draw. I don't know how to use the program itself. I don't know how a tablet works. And it is so hard to teach myself things because I can't. I don't get anywhere. And I'm sorry to go off on like this. It's something that just really, really bothers me. And I'm not going to sit here and complain and whine and cry because, oh, everybody else has it so much better and so much easier and, you know, I'm not going to do that. I'm just trying to get this off my chest because I'm frustrated and I want to know that my frustration is valid. And that I'm not just sitting here whining and complaining that, oh, life isn't fair and I never had a chance to do this, so that's why everybody's better than me. And no, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to do it. And I guess maybe I should talk to my professors about it, but frankly, I'm not really that kind of person either. I don't ask for help. Kind of counterintuitive, huh? This used to be therapy to me. I used to have really bad anger issues. I used to have severe depression in high school. And drawing incredibly disturbing things was a type of therapy for me because I felt like if I drew it, I wouldn't do it. I almost desecrated my chocolate milk. Anyway, so that's me complaining and whining about how my classes are so wrong for me and how they don't do anything for me. So, final dot right here. Ta-da! Hopefully he's happy. So, I'll see you guys next week. And, backyard's always open. Here to chat. You know, the whole shebang. See you guys next time. Bye! Done!